All right. Got to get ready for today's episode. There we go. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Caliber Corner episode number 214, season 4. Early happy holidays, everybody. We're going to be hitting the holiday season here in about 2 weeks here, pretty hard. Christmas coming up. And I got all kinds of information and notes and information for you. So welcome to the show. Just a quick heads up for everybody. We will have an episode on December 25th, probably from 8 to 9 a.m. Central Time. We'll just go for an hour. We'll just make it a free-for-all chat. We'll just have a good time talking. And if you want to hang out with us for a little while before you open up presents with the kiddos, you do that. If not, we'll catch you on the replay. So before we get started, this is our annual, I guess you could say, what to get the firearm owner in your life for Christmas episode of Caliber Corner. It's kind of an annual thing that we do. We have a little holiday chat about fun stuff to pick up. And, there's a lot you can do for somebody who's a firearms owner. You don't have to spend a lot of money, and that's kind of the idea of today's episode. But we'll have a chat about that here in a little bit. Before we do that, let's let the panel go ahead and introduce themselves. We've got a dedicated crew that's with us today. It is 8 a.m. Central Time here in God's country, Nebraska. So off to my right, we've got Lassie, a.k.a. Single Shot. Single Shot, what's going on, brother? How's it going, man?
Oh, going. Just got
Uh-huh.
back last night from a nice 7-day run and
Oof.
had a pretty good trip down to Alabama and back up through. So I'm going to take a couple of days off and got a couple of inches of snow over here in the state. I got to do some cleanup on that. Looked outside this morning after I opened the windows and got a couple of sets of deer tracks out in the backyard. It's about the time of the year that they start showing up. They'll come out and visit my apple trees and have themselves a lunch.
That's an unintentional baiting of deer, right? Yeah.
yeah. And Mother Nature takes care of that. They can't say nothing to me about that one.
Absolutely, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Squib's tired out there. He says need coffee. Don't go away, Squib. Don't go away. You're on deck here, buddy. So be ready. So Single Shot, you said you've been dropping some good content on the channel lately. You got some good videos out there for people to check out. You do have a cool YouTube channel. Yeah.
Just dropped one the last time I was home, as a matter of fact, and it came out okay. But either I made a boo-boo on the very end of it, or YouTube decided they were gonna pull the plug on my video and
Really?
not allow the rest of the video to go through, because I know that camera was running. But they probably did. They've been pulling some nasty shenanigans here lately, anyway. What's new?
Was it a live stream or what? Was it a live stream? Was it a posted video? What was it?
No, it was posted video.
Oh.
I was putting together some 7mm TCU rounds. I had 3 of them sitting there on the bench along with the gun, and was about ready to load and fire them, and the video suddenly stops.
So, you weren't at the range though. I wonder if the algorithm's detecting that there's a gun being loaded and it's not viewing its code for an open range or something. You think that's a possibility? Because they say, when you post your range test, they want it to either be at a range or an open area where there's nobody around. They've got specific stuff, because that sucks if you're not able to, if your videos are going to start getting bumped off like that.
Well, I got my own range right downstairs.
I know. Well, okay. So, yeah.
That's not an issue. I just roll up the garage door downstairs, and I'm most usually all set up, ready to go, and I'll get the first rounds downrange.
Gotcha.
But I was still pretty happy with it. That came out pretty well. Cast the bullets for it, made the brass for it, and got some bench fire anyway. So, oh well, they'll do what they're gonna do. There ain't too much we can do about it, I guess.
You should take it down and repost it just to see if it happens again. Like, go back and look at your original exported video and then repost it and see. Because if they're starting to cut off videos like that, maybe people need to know that, hey, your content creators are putting out sweet videos, but they're not being left up there in their entirety.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, guys, do check out Single Shot's channel. It's !shot! And you got anything new coming up this week? Are you going to drop any cool stuff this week? What's the idea?
Oh yeah, I'm still gonna try to put up a couple there before I head back out again.
Cool.
I'm headed down into North Carolina, unless they change the load on me again. they changed my load there 3 times there last week. So,
Oh my gosh.
it all depends on what they've got going and how fast it's got to get going.
Yeah.
So,
Quick question for you. Sam of Anarchy was curious. He goes, was there copyrighted music playing in the video? Did you have the radio on in the background?
No.
Okay. I mean, we
No
know
music
that.
at all.
We know. I don't even play. My dog's over here sleeping. I usually play music for him, and I don't have that on at all. So I don't run anything while we're live streaming or my videos. If it picks something up, it's got to be an anomaly. So, yeah.
It's just
Gotcha.
crazy, foolish. It just blew my mind. What the heck is going on?
That's crazy stuff, man. All right, well, you're here. Hopefully, we'll be on this whole time and not get cut short, and we'll have to go from there. So, all right, cool, man. Good to have you with us again this week. All right, also joining us, it's the one, the only, AWAG 1000. AWAG, how's your morning going, man? You good?
It's going amazing. I'm on coffee number 2, and I have officially reached professional idiot status.
Oh my God. Okay, explain this to us, because we got to know what kind of mistake could you possibly make at your young age of what, 17, 18?
Okay, so professional idiot status is I signed up for the tactical games come April here at the Sawmill in South Carolina.
Is it kind of like the Hunger Games, but for gun guys?
Think of it as an Ironman, like biathlon kind of. Yeah.
Nice.
An Ironman plus CrossFit competition plus guns, and I think I'm a little bit over my head, but we're gonna make the best of it.
You better start training, quit smoking, and start running. That's what you better do.
Yes, sir.
Quit vaping. Quit vaping. Everybody.
Oh yeah, I totally vape.
Just for the record, AWAG is actually like 20. What are you? 24?
25.
25? You were
25.
21 when you started doing the podcast with us. So yeah, you're fine. You're vape away. Yeah.
No, but okay. So here's last year's opening. I guess part 1 of 3 over like a 3-day event. Part 1 of day 1 was you pick up a 150-pound dead weight sandbag, throw it over your shoulder, run 100 yards to a barricade, and engage targets at I think either 100 or 200 yards with a rifle. Pick up the bag, sprint it back, and go to another barricade and engage the silhouette targets with a pistol at 50 yards.
That almost sounds like the George Patton match that I used to shoot down in Arkansas at the national championships.
You think they're trying to simulate you picking up your wounded buddy?
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Their goal is to simulate combat as best as they can. I don't know what that's like. I'm not in the military. I don't claim to be in the military, but it just looks like fun to me. Torture fun, but like fun regardless.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Hey, we already have a suggestion out there from William Trader. We'll go through the YouTube list here in just a minute. He goes, how about optics or gun-themed decorations? Morning, folks. Yeah, a lot of companies are making Christmas-themed firearm-related holiday decorations, like little, Christmas balls and stuff like that, so to hang on your tree. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. So AWAG 1000 does have a channel. Make sure you guys check it out. Very cool. He's been with us for a long time now, and appreciate you being here, man. Thank you. All right, and then also, last but not least, the one, the only, Squibload. Squibload, how's your morning going, man? Are you just as slow as I am today?
Oh yeah, you're so slow, Travis. You're just so
Dude, seriously, right now, if I just close my eyes and lay my head down, I would just start sleeping. So it's my own problem. I was up till 1 o'clock this morning, and then I got up at 5. So you're seeing the 4 hour of sleep, Travis B11. So, oh God. All right, so Squid, what's going on in your life, man? What you been doing? I saw you did a little, what was it, Grip 6 tour on your channel the other day. Is that right? A little factory tour going on.
Yeah. They've got a factory in Salt Lake City. That's where they make all their products. That factory is, at the time I was there, they were actually moving to a bigger facility, kitty corner across the street. So I don't know if they're going to keep that building and keep working out of there and work out of both, or if they're eventually going to move everything over there or what. But it was interesting. I didn't know anything about this company. I learned a lot while I was there. I like what I saw. As somebody in manufacturing, as somebody who's big on buying American, I liked what I saw.
Yeah, and they're becoming really big. I wouldn't be surprised if they just become standard issue in sporting goods stores. You just start to see their belts showing up, just because they've taken off. And they make the Grip 6 wallet that you squeeze it and it like pops the cards up. Then they also they originally started off, I think, making the belt. So is it called the Grip 6 belt? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, all their products are Grip 6. I think Grip 6 comes from the wallet because it grips 6 credit cards, right?
Or something.
6 cards, driver's license, whatever.
Pretty cool, yeah.
But I was looking for a belt. I was watching one of my friend's videos, and ad came on for this company before the video. And I typically skip ads, but it said 100% American made or something like that, or made in the USA and I'm like, okay, let's go look. And I looked, and the belts were a little bit pricey, and they were they looked kind of like the Tactic Cool belts. I wanted something nylon. I'm not a Tactic Cool guy, but for work purposes, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I really wasn't interested in a wallet, wasn't interested in the socks. Everything looked a little bit pricey, but that first shipment wasn't really that bad with the discount code. After I got it, it just took off from there. I said, oh, wow, this is kind of neat. And then I couldn't get the belt on right, so I had to go to their YouTube channel to figure out how to put this on, because it doesn't. And somebody made a comment.
And I haven't done a video on that company either. I've only done Core, that was it, and then a few other inexpensive belts on Amazon.
Well,
so I couldn't help you.
No. So, and it goes on weird. And somebody had commented on my first video that, yep, I got the belt and I didn't like the way it went on, so I'll never own one of those. And it's like, you didn't even give it a chance, dude. And now it's second nature, putting it on, taking it off. But I had to go. They have instructional videos, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, that's it. And how to cut the belt down and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And the videos led to me going, maybe I should learn a little bit more about this company. And learning a little bit more about the company got me to go, hey, they're in Salt Lake City. I'm going to be in Salt Lake City. Because I'd never been there before. I'd never been to Salt Lake City. And so I sent them an email. How do you guys feel about a YouTuber taking a tour? They're like, bring it. And that was that. So, yeah, I was really impressed. I was really, they didn't like wine me and dine me or anything else like that. You can tell by the quality of the video. I mean, Q was behind the camera a couple times, and he doesn't know how to make YouTube videos. They got a nice studio in there too, by the way. Yeah, I was just, it was something that you don't typically do while you're on a 2-week vacation, 2-week road trip, but I fit it in and it worked out. I was actually wearing the belt the entire trip, and then I started wearing the socks and carrying the wallet, and that's another thing too. I just, on their website, I really wasn't that interested in the wallet or the socks. But then he demoed the wallet, and I go,
you get to see the build quality and actually physically look at it and feel it, and it's like, okay, this is,
Yeah, so, I didn't think the pictures on the website really did them justice. You know what I mean?
Now, none of us endorsed by them, but do you think their products are worth taking a look at and buying? Are they legit? What do you think?
So far, I'm going to say the socks are not. There's more videos coming on the socks. The socks are not there yet for me, but if at some point, I guess a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the socks. The wallet, if you're one of these I don't believe in credit cards kind of guy, the wallet is not for you. And you can carry more than credit cards in there, but you can tuck some cash in there and stuff like that, but it's really meant for cards. I will be releasing a wallet video at some point, and the belt, the belt. Some people might want the reinforced belt, with the steel core, or
I would, just because of the weight bearing ability. If you're going to have to holster anything,
But I decided to conceal carry with the belt, and it did fine. Now, how well will the belt do over what? Like you just did a video about boots 10 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, dude, you got 10 years out of a pair of boots.
Not daily wear, but just your average user that's going to bust them out for yard work or weekend work or hunting, or they've had a lot of use. I used to wear them to school every day when I lived out west. When I lived in a place where there was a lot more snow, I throw them on and then put them in the corner and put my dress shoes on when I'd start teaching. So yeah.
So I would like to maybe go back and do some videos, in the future, I guess I should say, of how well have these how well is the belt held up or something like that. So this could be something where I'm doing ongoing tests. Plus, they're adding more to their product lines, so there could be more stuff for me to test. And they have sales periodically, so weasel in the discount code, spend more than $50, get free shipping, boom, done. As a matter of fact, there's a couple things I plan to buy here this coming week and have shipped in. So for a Christmas gift, yeah, you might want to get somebody this, but if you haven't tried it out yourself, it might kind of put you off because you're looking at the wallet going, that's kind of weird, or you're looking at the belt going, that's kind of expensive for a belt. That's why I tried to show some stuff in the tour of just, this is really, I mean, one of their plating processes they do in Mexico. But that's really about it. I mean, like the wool.
Well, it could just be the investment in that particular machine. It just doesn't. The ends don't justify the means. It's just not worth spending $500,000 on a plating machine that Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
See, that's just it. I talked to the owner, BJ, and he said, look, we try to get a hold of a company and say we want to do this, and they go, that's nice, we're not doing it because it's just too expensive. And at a certain point they had to go, well, we'll just do it ourselves, right? So they literally are doing all this stuff in-house.
Yeah,
and I think
the belt buckles and all that
right,
stuff.
everything. Yeah. I mean, he said short of mining the metal out of the ground and refining it, we're trying to do as much as possible in-house. So at some point they may take on a few of the other processes. I know they send something else out that's local. They're in the Salt Lake City area. They go to the farms in America where they source the wool from to make sure that the animals aren't getting abused and stuff like that. So because they're real big on their wool quality. I had an engineer off camera explain wool to me, and I started going Dreamweaver because AWAG probably would understand all those words. And I used to work with engineers.
Sectional density and retention and rigidity and I can't even imagine texture and molecular stability. They're like doing like molecular analysis on wool, but they're trying to make a domestically produced superior wool sock, which merino wool, right?
Yeah.
So for people that really do the outdoor work or want a good pair of wool socks, you can quit buying imported wool socks. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, did you compare them to other wool socks just to see if they felt better or worse or
So I thought about that in one of the videos. I did show a pair of cotton work socks that I wear, once a week, wash them once a week and stuff like that. And I said, I realize these are cotton, not wool. I do have some wool socks. And I wasn't sure if I should do a comparison video on that or not, because it's not a complete apples to apples. I think I've got two pair that might be the same thickness, but when you get a really thick sock and the really thick one, I don't think it's got the same wool composition, like wool, 50% wool and whatever. Whereas these are, I think, mostly wool. They have to put some other things in there. They can't do 100% wool, but I don't think they put a whole bunch of other stuff in there. Well, like I said, the engineering stuff kind of, but I'm still testing the socks. And right now I'm only testing one kind. Well, I'm testing two, but I'm only filming the one right now. I will be filming the other. There's a third one I'm going to test. And, this stuff has all got a lifetime warranty. So if you buy it and something wears out, they will replace it. I'm working on a video about that. They're not paying me. There's no deals going on. I have no coupon codes, none of that garbage. I'm just sincerely interested in the product. And if I don't like it, or I just don't think that it'll hold up or something like that, I want to be able to tell the audience that. And if I think it will, it will. But for some people, they're going to go, I ain't paying $70 for a belt. I'm just not doing it. And hey, do what you want.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to give a little shout out to the YouTubers watching right now. And real quick, just who's keeping us running right here. We got SS Pawn out of Lexington, Nebraska. They are a sponsor of the channel. They've been with us for years now. And make sure you guys check out SS Pawn in Lexington, Nebraska. Just take the exit off Interstate 80 and go into Lexington, Nebraska. You got to hurry up and get there because the owner stand is going to be retiring January 1st. So if you want to make any final purchases or pick up a cool firearm, head on into SS Pawn and check it out. And SS Pawn and Stand will take care of your firearms needs. Also, a great idea for the holidays. We've got these awesome rnldisplays.com gun stands. Now, I'm not sponsored by them, but they did send me this one as a tester and a few others to give away on the channel as giveaways for Patreon. So check out rnldisplays.com. If you use discount code TravisP11, you will save 10%, which is really cool. And again, I get no kickbacks for that. It's just trying to help the company going. It's a American-owned, veteran-owned company. They also have Glock magazine adaptable stands too, so you can use them with your pistol caliber carbines. And they also have pistol displays. So do check them out. I need to hurry up and get my pistol display ordered too. So that's over at rnldisplays.com. The web address is right there on the bottom of the screen. Oh man, what else we got? So who's watching today? Who's with us? We got 31 viewers. That's great. It's good to have everybody here today. And we'll start talking about some gift giving ideas for the holidays. And I've got a website or two on standby to show a few things off here. What do we got here? We have TPC Cooks in the house. Tara Smith is out there just talking delicious Czech food out there. Great job, Tara. New York Outcast is out there. Tacos and French fries, always keeping us hungry. YNH is out there. I'm out there apparently. Just kidding. Bren A's watching today. Sam of Anarchy 92. New York Outcast in the house. He is, I believe, the owner or co-owner of rnldisplays.com, the founder of rnldisplays.com. It's good to have New York Outcast out there joining us today. Tony York is out there. Maybe he'll join in a little bit later on. Pink Panther 69 is out there. He's saying we need tactical suspenders because when you get to an age where you just don't care, you don't want to wear a belt anymore, but you got to keep your pants on so you don't get arrested, suspenders is the nice alternative. So tactical suspenders, we need to develop those with some molly loops on them and have tactical clamps on them. And you can like put your K-bar on there and stuff when you go to the bingo parlor. What else we got going on here? We have gun loving grandpas in the house. William Trader's joining in today. George Ghost is watching. Travis T's out there, another one of the Travi. Keith Gregory's watching. Man, big crowd today. Ozzy Orsborn, fluffy 10mm Jeep guy. William Maney's out there too. Mike's watching. Morning, Mike. George Washington is out there. Good to have you here, sir. Appreciate it. And Scott 79's with us. M. Gabriel, the first person chiming in. Kingpin's in the house. Woo, and let's go ahead and get started. So one of the coolest, simplest little things that you can get for that person that's a firearms enthusiast in your life, and they probably don't have one, is a tactical stocking. So these are really cool. They're really fun. They do function as an actual stocking. You can get something like this and get it embroidered at your local embroidery shop. And there's tons of companies making these now. When I bought this, it might have even been like NC Star, somebody that made it, or UTG. So, but now there's like dozens of companies that make tactical stockings. I like this one. It's probably about a foot and a half long, and it's got little molly loops on it and stuff. And that's just kind of fun to have, something that you can do. We're going to try to stay away from the obvious answer of a gift card to their favorite big box store. But I'm just going to run this one around the group here and just make some suggestions. What are think about some good things that you've received before for the holidays as a firearms owner? What are some things that you've been appreciative of that you've received? I've got some good ideas for you here too. Let's see. Single shot. We'll go and start off with you. Any good firearms related Christmas gifts that you've received from family or friends or anyone before?
Years ago, my great grandfather gave me my first rifle.
There you go.
So
okay, gifting a firearm to family. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. That was really special. And I got to do some reconditioning work on it, but she's still in pretty good shape. Cool. Other than that, mostly I think I received clothing and maybe a pair of boots or something, but nothing real special beyond that point. Mm-hmm. So. Well,
the rifle's always a good one, especially if you want to get started maybe over the holidays. If you got some time off, get the kiddos into shooting. A nice 22 is always a good way to start off, or maybe even get them their first AR. You can go maybe from a 22 conversion kit to firing the regular AR round if you want to go that route, or just get them an AR and get them started the right way. A nice rifle. So obviously teach them proper gun safety and handling and storage and all that fun stuff. Make sure that it's appropriate for them. And
yep, that's a good way to do it. If I had children, I would certainly be doing that.
Cool. Excellent. Let's see. Scott 79 was chiming in. If you follow my Discord over on Discord, it's just Travis P11. He's showing off some pictures of a sweet little Wolf T91 upper that he's got going on with the KE Arms DMR trigger. It's got the one-piece polymer stock lower. It's pretty cool looking. I've been so tempted to buy one of those Wolf uppers. That's something that would be really sweet. Uppers are really not a bad idea. Picking one up, if somebody's a fan of a certain caliber and you want to surprise them, you could buy an upper and have it delivered legally, because uppers are not a licensed item yet. So if you want to order one, sometimes they do require signature delivery, but I know that places like Bear Creek Arsenal, you can buy one and have it delivered. I don't believe it has to be the same reception address as the billing address, so you can pick one up for somebody. And uppers are always nice to have, especially if they're a fan of the AR-15. You know, there's multiple calibers you can go with and stuff, so maybe you want to surprise them with one, which is a good idea. Those watching on the YouTube side, go ahead and chime in and give us some good ideas. There's going to be a million things we're going to mention here, and we'll just start sharing it with everybody. Fun stuff you've received before. Just real quick, let me kind of catch up on the comments, and then AWAG will move down to you. Pink Panther 69 says, for Christmas, Marco sent me bullet-shaped ice cube trays. There you go. To keep the bourbon chilled, and gun love and style. All right. William Trader said a torque screwdriver or other gunsmithing tools. Yeah, the fat wrench torque screwdriver is fantastic. It does the inch pounds. Is that right? Or what would we call it? The inch pounds instead of foot pounds of torque. Inch pounds of torque. I've got one and I use it all the time. They are awesome for just, you know, torquing your screws for your optics so you don't crush the barrel and so on. What else we have here? Let's see. Sam of Anarchy says, I've got knives from my mother and stuff like that. Knives are always great. Yeah, just a nice pocket knife or even a Swiss Army knife, or maybe get them a nice Victorinox Cadet. Those are kind of fun to have around. Again, Leatherman tools are great too. I thought somebody had mentioned something a little bit earlier, but maybe not. Yeah, the Leatherman's a good one. Something else I want to say before I stop here. Oh, there's a question out there. Sam of Anarchy says, so who's going to be replacing Stan at SS Pond, and will you still be going there for your guns and ammo? I don't believe that there's going to be firearms sold there after Stan retires. I think there may be a different business moving in. I can't speak for Stan on that, but I can let him chime in. For guns and ammo, I am going to probably just start going local, because I would make the trip to go out there and visit friends and stuff. And I still go out west, out to Lexington. But with Stan not there, I mean, I try to support the local economy. I'll be looking for a local FFL here in Lincoln, Nebraska to start going through, and maybe talk to him and see if I can work out a deal with maybe testing some firearms or getting some range time or something. So I'm not worried about it. I've got so many guns I still have to do videos for. I've got content I could make forever, but SS Pond's always been good to supply the firearms. And speaking of like little mom and pops, another cool thing to get for a holiday gift idea, if you've got a local mom and pop gun store, get them a gift card to that store. Or maybe if they offer like cleaning services, like ultrasonic cleaning services, buy them that. Or if they have a range, maybe buy your friend an hour of range time. I've got a couple friends that are new to the firearms world. In fact, my best friend just bought my Glock 17 Gen 4 from me. We did a legal interstate transfer. And I'd like to get him and his wife the concealed carry course. I'd like to pay for that for them so they could take it, so they can get their permits and stuff, their carry permits, or just get them an hour of just handgun training time with a range officer. At the range. They're good shots, but it'd be cool if they could kind of go to that range that they belong to, just kind of go through a little class just to kind of have some fun together as a couple. So, get them a nice gift card for a local mom and pop range or gun store. Those are always nice things to have. Stuff to mention too. AWAG, what about you? What are some of what are some cool ideas for the firearms enthusiasts? Maybe things you've received before, or because I get stuff sent to me out of the blue all the time. I'm really grateful for the viewers I have that just send me awesome gifts and presents and stuff. And there's some things I still have yet to test. But AWAG, what would you say? What works for you?
So if you have a friend or a family member that is a fellow enthusiast, 9 times out of 10, they're going to have an AR. Buy them a nice trigger. ALG makes a really, really nice, it's like an enhanced mil-spec trigger. And it's only like $40-$50. If you want to go a little bit over the top, get them a Geisley SSAE. I put those in just about every one of my AR platform rifles, and every time I take it out, I'm just blown away at how nice these triggers are. Another good one is the LMT 2-stage, but both the SSAE and the LMT 2-stage they're like $160, $200.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody were to give me an aftermarket trigger, I would not refuse. First of all, I'm not one. I'm not going to look the gift horse in the mouth, so to speak. I'm not going to refuse a gift that somebody gives me because they're doing it out of their own graciousness. But if I got an aftermarket trigger, oh yeah, that's going to go in the gun. That would definitely be cool, because it's one of those things that you talk about all the time. You're like, I don't know if I should do it. And we'll spend $500 or $600 on stuff, but then we won't drop $125 in a defensive weapon to make it even more accurate or more fun to shoot. It's kind of weird how gun people are sometimes. And then there are people like you that do buy the aftermarket triggers and you enjoy them and you know that they do work well. I've tested Geisleys on the channel before and they work great. They're a lot of fun. So
when you go from a standard mil spec to a Geisley SSAE or even the enhanced mil spec from ALG, it's night and day difference.
When you say ALG, that's the division of Geisley that makes the lower cost triggers,
That's
right?
the
That's
wife's
Geisley's
company.
wife. It's the wife's company.
Yep,
Is that correct?
that is the wife's company.
And the ALG stands for his wife's initials, although it is also the ALG trigger, right? Isn't that what it is?
It's Geisley, essentially.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, so lots of cool ideas and stuff. Let's see if we got some more coming in here. New York Outcast says gift cards, ammo. Oh my God. Nothing says I love you more than a case of 5.56.
Yeah.
Or a box of 9mm.
There's no lie there.
Brass preferably. Yep. You get a buddy. I actually give boxes of ammunition to my family for Christmas. It's so easy. I get boxes of ammo for my stepdad and my cousin and also my father. He's a gun guy. He doesn't shoot as much as I do, but he's a gun guy too. So I've given him boxes of ammo for Christmas, especially if you live in smaller areas in Nebraska where ammo is super expensive or you don't have a lot of variety or the prices are just not good. So, good suggestion out there. Range bags and then also range boxes. If you check my channel, I use something called the Sight and Clean range box, and then you can also get the stand separate. I know Squib, you've got the stand, and the stand will store inside the box, and you take the little stand pieces out and put them underneath the actual base itself, and you put that in the range box. I've got it sitting over here. I think I've done just a YouTube video on it, so check out the Sight and Clean review that I did. I've had that box for like 10 years. I got that as a birthday present, actually, probably 10 years ago, close to 10 years ago. And that box has just been through hell and high water. I've used it as a stand for shooting at the range. I've used it to disassemble and clean or fix my gun on the fly when I'm out at the range. I use it to haul my stuff in it. Never had the handle break. I've stored so much stuff in there. So, and those are made by, what is it? Isn't it MTM? I believe they're made in the USA. They run about $75, but hands down, one of the best boxes you can give somebody, especially if you got a family member that's like putting their stuff in a bunch of different bags, or they're always losing stuff, or they're taking a bunch of crap with them. You can put everything in one box and just take it with you to the range. And so that's really nice to have. So, yeah, the range box is a good one. Yeah.
Another good one is the, I use this a lot now. I've had it for like almost 2 years now. Is the NC Star? No, sorry, it's the Vism. Sorry, it's better. It's the better NC Star.
Yeah, the higher grade. It's the Ford Lincoln Mercury, right? It's the Lincoln of the Ford Lincoln Mercury family. You know.
Yeah, it's a gun case shooting mat. And,
okay.
It can hold 2 rifles, but it folds out into a nice padded, nice padded little shooting mat for your prone users out there. And it has like pockets and little bullet loops and stuff that you can spare ammo in. I always put my little notebooks in there for all my long range guns, and it has held up through a bunch of abuse for the past 2 years.
Yeah, nice, good gun case. If you know that they've got shotguns, get them a full-size shotgun case with some pockets on to get them something decent. Allen makes pretty good cases. You know, obviously there's Pelican and other brands you can get to, but just a good gun case is nice. I mean, anything like that'd be simply just slap a bow on it, call it good. Those work out really well too. Travis T says ammo is the new socks or tie. Yeah, this is true. That's pretty much it right now. Ammo is basically gold. So William Trader says, I know my son got me some Tannerite targets. I'm excited about those. Yeah, just don't put those in your open flame. So really, you need to do the Tannerite thing. You might want to just kind of hand those over on Christmas Day to the family or whatever you celebrate, right? All right, and moving over to Squib. Squib, what's some nice firearms? You've got kids, Squib. What have you given your kids for Christmas? I'm sure it's probably mostly been gun related, right?
Every year.
So what did you start off with the youngins? You started them off right by just ARs or what? How'd you kind of work them up the firearms ladder? What works for you?
Well, ARs are nice because they're not any more expensive than you want them to be, and you can customize them. So different kids had different wants. So I made them all individual one year. I had bought the lowers way in advance. I do my Christmas shopping. I start the day after Christmas. Yeah. And by the time November rolls around,
you're done.
There's always that. Oh, I could get them something extra, or I forgot about this person or something like that. So I had most of the parts and the lowers by November, way in advance, and there was some last minute November, early December purchases that, maybe along the way I picked up a few extra things since I was paying for shipping, or maybe if I spent enough, I got free shipping. And the one year everybody had an AR under the tree was kind of nice. It was fun.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was the year I asked you for help with the wrapping paper, and you said go to Walmart. They have camo wrapping paper.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't know if they ever got it back after that, but it's kind of cool.
Yeah. So what I ended up doing was I went down to Bass Pro and bought the gun cases. They've got those. I can't remember their brand. Maybe it's Redhead or something like that. It's just I think it's just a Plano case or something like that. It's it's American made plastic case. It's not crazy expensive. It's got padding in there. It does the job, right? So all of them had a case, and so they're all in the case, and two mags in each one and stuff like that, and then wrapped up in camo wrapping paper, and that was a fun Christmas that year. But every year the kids get ammo as stocking stuffers and stuff like that. But what I did was I started buying the kids spare mags. I started buying the kids cleaning kits. I started buying the kids this, that, and the other ammo cans. Definitely ammo cans. I think last year I had bought ammo cans for the kids early in the year. And then later in the year I go, oh crap, I didn't get the kids ammo cans. And then when they came in, I went to go put them in my little hiding spot, and there they were. So the kids got 2 ammo cans last year. Just stuff like that. And you might go, that's all stupid or whatever. And if the kids look at it and they go, this is no fun, I want electronics, then okay, I guess if you're not taking your kid out shooting, then they're not going to be interested in this stuff.
Yeah.
But what happened was over the years, this stuff built up, right? When my older son moved out to his own place, he had everything. He had a safe. He had cleaning kits. He had tools. He had so he could take apart his AR, right? I think one year I got him a sight pusher for an AK, and then last year he buys his first AK, right? Stuff like that, right? So he had all kinds of stuff that other kids, other young adults would be maybe running out and buying or whatnot when they get a place of their own and go, crap, I can't use dad's stuff no more. Because every year he got a little bit, you just don't go crazy and buy him everything in one year.
And think about it. And then by the time the kid moves out, you've enabled a lifelong firearm owner. And that's a positive thing. You've given them everything they need to be self-sufficient. It didn't cost them any extra financial burden. They didn't have to load up their credit card to buy a bunch of stuff. You got them ready to go. And I mean, I think that's a wonderful thing to do for your children. If I had children, I would do the same thing. So I think that's good the way you did it. And you were able to kind of divvy it out over the course of the year, which reduces the financial burden, especially if you have multiple kids you're buying for. And so that's not a bad idea. Ammo boxes, definitely a solid idea. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can get all this stuff on Amazon and have it shipped in, and then you can figure out who gets what or whatnot. There's plenty of stuff. Now you mentioned a gun case here. I'm going to put one of these here in the let's put the link here. So this is a link for the one that I've bought. I've bought 3 of these. One last year and 2 this year. And since I just got the second one I ordered, or the third one I ordered, it got delivered yesterday. You guys can go ahead and buy this. That way we're not out of stock, because they have been out of stock on this. For $27, it's I think it holds 2 handguns. It's a double handgun case. So if you've got somebody that that has a Smith & Wesson, I think, and when they won't shut up about it because they're the same thing as a Glocktard, then this is I think a good gift as far as the price and what it does.
$26.99. It looks like it's got 3 big pouches on the outside of it, and it's got multiple gun, M&P Pro tack padded handgun case with ballistic fabric construction, external pockets for shooting range, storage, and transport. And even though it says Smith & Wesson on it, it may be manufactured by another company. If you look around, you might find the same case before. We've talked. I know last year we talked about some of the Allen brand gun cases. I know when Defense Dad was with us, maybe last year when we had that talk, or when we had our case discussion, there's some nice ones you can get for like $30, $35, and that's especially if they're just using like bags to throw their guns in and stuff. You can get them a nice proper padded gun case, especially. Yeah, I agree completely. William Trader says USCCA membership's a good one. Firefighter says, what about medical kits? Okay, I did take the Stop the Bleed class almost 2 years ago, and it was great. It was awesome. It is a non-profit. So if you go to stopthebleed.org or stopthebleed.com, I think it's .org, they do have med kits right there that are ready to go that are very similar to what they train you with in the class, and it's got everything you need for a gunshot wound. You can get the complete kit. I want to say it's like $75, and if you don't know what to buy or just don't have the time to deal with it, you just want to get a standalone med kit that's ready to go. That would be the way to do it. I received one. I might have been as part of a tack pack a couple of years ago, and I added Quick Clot to it and a few other items. And I keep that in my vehicle, and it's there all the time. So if there'd be something that would happen, now our range does have a trauma kit on site, but if I needed it for something, and I've come across some wicked car accidents on Interstate 80, you never know if somebody's bleeding out, right? I mean, you don't know what's going to happen or when. So med kits are a really good idea, especially if they don't have one. It'd be just some peace of mind. Throw it in their gun bag or give them one to keep in their vehicle. So yeah,
I started on that this year.
Mhm.
I was making up one for my younger son,
Mhm.
and I wanted to go all American made. And you
Mhm.
can do that from the
Mhm.
case all the way to all the. It's not cheap. Okay, if you just want to get something that's affordable and works, they have plenty of ones online. The bag is made in China. All the Band-Aids and everything in there are made in China, that sort of thing. And it works. All right. Better to have something than nothing. But it was first off, it was either everything's out of stock or it was, holy crap, this thing's going to end up being $200 by the time I'm done with it for something that you could buy for $20. So I think that's the theme next year. Instead of just getting one of my kids one of these, I'm going to build them for both kids. And next year they're getting Ifax. But here's
Mhm.
something about that. Some of the stuff has expiration dates. So
Yes.
if I like to
Yes.
shop, if I start buying stuff in February that's going to expire the following February, great. Hey, Merry Christmas. I got Ifax with all this gauze that's going to expire in
Mhm.
2
Mhm.
months. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. But one of the things I wanted to put in the Ifax is Emt Shears. And Leatherman makes
Yes.
Emt Shears
Yep.
American made. They're not cheap. Once again, not
They're
cheap,
nice,
right?
but you buy one set that would last them their life. It
Pretty
would really be
much.
worth it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. And there's a couple options if you want to get an American made case. I think Fire Force has them on Amazon, or you can get the surplus ones. If you can find them out there. Every time I've looked, they've been out of stock, but the surplus ones are military issued. Those are government contract. Those are made in America. And you could build up, and you could customize it too. Maybe you want a little bit more this way or that way, or
Mhm.
if you get one with something for a Velcro patch on there, then you could get them a nice morale patch, right, to go with it or something. So next year will be Ifax.
Oh, definitely, man. That's the way to go. And somebody pointed this out. I've been a subscriber of this guy for a couple of years now, Bear Independent. He's got a really cool channel on YouTube, and he does sell. He's legit. He's a really, really good person. He's really runs a great channel, and he does sell pre-made medical kits, and they have different grades and different price points. I don't know. I'm thinking the items are all American made, sourced in the USA, so they're going to be a little bit pricier. But again, it's a nice, just kind of out of the box, just ready to go, med kit that you can have, trauma kit that you can pick out. So yeah, I have been a Bear Independent viewer for a long time. Watch a lot of his live podcasts and his news updates and stuff too. What else do we have here? Oh, a couple people chiming in. We got Defense Dad said, "Holy crap, did I ever oversleep?" Yes, you did. What were you doing last night, Defense Dad? Whose bed were your boots under, or however that country song goes? Sandhills Media says, "Hey all." Sandhills says that he is currently, did I see this right, Sandhills? You are on your way out to, you said, I'm 20 minutes away from starting my instructor course. So make sure you guys go over there and subscribe to Sandhills Media, subscribe to Defense Dad. What else was out there? Yeah, go over to Bear Independence channel to check out the med kits that he has also. Subscribe to Bear. He's got a great channel also. And Squib's dropping some links in here for you guys to check out. Now, these are just different links you can look at and so on. If you choose to go that route, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. Somebody mentioned insurance is always a good idea too. Yeah, so there's a lot of different things that you can go for. I'm thinking about things that I've received in the past. Gun cases are always great. And then like on the low end, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, cleaning supplies are a really good idea too. I go through a lot of cleaning. And it seems kind of crazy, but if you bought me a couple cans of CLP, man, I'd love you for life. Or gun patches, especially if you do a lot of cleaning and stuff like that. Now, I recently did get a bundle from Cleanse Oil. They sent me a thank you box just for reviewing their products and using their products. and I was never endorsed by them. I'm still not endorsed by them, but they hooked me up with a bunch of cleaning supplies. So if you go over to cleanseoil.com, they do have some really cool items and some things where you're thinking, God, I wish I would have thought of that first. They've got some awesome barrel swabs that you can get. They've got different solvents and cleaners and things like that too, which is really nice to have. So yeah, so there's a lot of good stuff that's out there. Defense Dad says, sorry, man, slept through my alarm. Got to get ready for work now. Don't worry about it, dude. No big deal. No big deal. Like I said, it's been a crazy last couple of weeks and people are tired and working hard. So, yep, absolutely. So what else are you guys thinking? What else is good? So there's a lot of fun stuff out there. Like I said, there's a lot of holiday themed, like tactical stuff that you can get. If you type in camouflage Christmas decorations, I'm sure you can probably find an entire, tree assortment. That's always kind of nice to have. Anything in camo is definitely good to have too. So, yeah, I don't know. Lots of good stuff.
You could get them one of those privileged Yeti mugs.
Yes, the privileged Yeti mugs. This is the only thing Yeti I can afford. But I say this, but I've got like 8 of these in 8 different colors. It kind of is like the Tactical Bros Fiesta wear. Those plates that come in different colors and stuff. God, I'm so domesticated. Anyway, I like these. They got the OD green line that's out now too. So Squib, you got one of these, and we call them privileged coffee mugs because it's like, man, nobody, you got to be special to be able to drink out of a $25 coffee mug.
I'm not against Yeti stuff at all. I know it's kind of pricey, and some of the stuff that's come down, or they've made some stuff that's a little bit more affordable. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a good way to get people into your product. I don't think some companies understand that. I've seen the auto companies do that. You can make a customer for life. That way you get them in at the entry level thing. Then before you know it, they're buying, everything from your brand a lot of stuff, or they're gifting stuff from your brand or that sort of thing. But that's something where you might have somebody like me who says, yeah, I've got lots of coffee mugs and I'm just not going to spend that sort of money. Then you get it for them and they're like, hey, this isn't, well, it's okay. Here's a good example. The Olight you gave me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I would have never paid that much for a Chinese flashlight, right? Both of these things have been they've been tanks, and they have helped me so much. I mean, I can't count the number. I literally, EDC, I use it every day. I literally use them every day. And now I would recommend an Olight as a gift for somebody, or if I didn't already have 2, I'd be interested in getting another one, and maybe I will. And that's not to say that I'm you guys know me. I'm all about buy American, blah blah mm-hmm. blah. But for the cost and what they actually do, I would say that they're a pretty good product. So once again, you might have somebody out there who's like me who goes, I'm not spending $40 on a flashlight or $50 on a flashlight, but if they work like I do at a factory, or if they do a lot of outdoor stuff, or they want, they're getting older, their eyesight sucks and more light. I actually use the Olight to read stuff. That's embarrassing, but it's true. They're some decent products, because this person might just go out and buy the $10 one at Rural King that works. And could last a while, but it's not the same. The Olights are smaller, they're lighter,
the rechargeability of the new ones, and their little universal tail light cap charger. I mean, it really does. It will save you money if you're going to buy one flashlight and you're going to keep it for 10 or 15 or 20 years. Wouldn't it be nice not to buy batteries for it? Batteries are going up in price too.
Yep.
Some of these batteries can be expensive. It might take S123A batteries, CR123s or 123As, and those are like $5 for 2 if you got to buy them in the store. So if you get a nice rechargeable, man, that's just so handy to have. Plus you can plug it in whenever you're on the road or at work.
But you might have somebody out there, like I said, that just said, no, I'm not spending that sort of money. And then once you get it for them and they use it, they're like, where's this thing been? And that's how you get somebody to go, hey, yeah, I see what you're saying. I actually use this, and yeah, it's worth the money, or it's better than what I thought, or that sort of thing.
And speaking of which, it's kind of funny you mentioned Olight. So I am an Olight affiliate, right? I do Olight videos, and I don't get many views on them. And I understand you guys get tired of Olight videos, but I do want to say one thing, and I'm going to toot my own horn here. I put the light through some rigorous testing, drop testing, water testing, battery drain testing, outdoor testing, range fire time. I don't even monetize those videos at all, and I don't get a lot of views on them, but I'm trying to give you a good review on a product. And every Olight I've ever tested, except for one, has really, really held up well. In fact, you guys, I give them away as giveaways, and I'm like, okay, they're slightly dented, but they work, because every time I drop them on the concrete. And I will be releasing an Olight video for the Odin GL-M on Monday, and I've actually had it for a very long time, and we were not allowed to mention anything about it because Olight wanted to build up their inventory before they announced this flashlight. And it's basically a 1500 lumen flashlight that's got a green laser built into it. It's pretty sweet. And I'm actually doing a battery rundown test as we speak right now. It's on, and I'm going to see how long the battery lasts. So, you know, I've lost subscribers because I do Olight videos, but to me, it's just another flashlight review like all the other flashlights that I review on the channel. Some of them I just buy locally. I've got companies that reach out to me about them. And other than the one that broke when I dropped it twice, and then, I should have gone back to them. Olight kind of blacklisted me for like 6 months. They didn't keep me in the loop about anything. They didn't offer to send me any more flashlights. When I made a video showing me breaking it, I sent it into them and never heard from them again. You know, well, not never. On that flashlight, I sent it into the repair shop and never got it back. And it was, I don't know, it was the one that has like a little lights on the dial. And you can check my video on it. I think it actually says a broken Olight. So that's the only one. But the one thing I will say about that, it was a heavy flashlight. It has a lot of circuits and components and stuff in it because of all the stuff these lights do. If it's just a simple on-off button and you drop it, it's probably not going to break. But this one, something in the switch had failed when I dropped it. Dropped it twice on concrete from 1 meter, and it didn't survive the second drop. Like the button would come on, showing that there's power going to it, but the light itself would not come on. So that's the only time that Olight's ever let me down. But my stepdad uses their flashlights daily at work. Squib, you use the flashlights all the time. AWAG, single shot, are you guys Olight fans at all? Do you guys have any Olights at all?
They're cool. I have some time that I've used them. Not a seasoned professional. I mean, I'd rather not buy them just for the simple fact that they're made in China.
Yeah, I understand that. And there are American-made flashlights, like the Surefire behind me. This was made in the USA. You pay for it. But a lot of the Surefire lights are made in the USA also. And Streamlights may or may not be made in the USA, but they do have USA facilities because mine went through repair there. I got a couple comments I want to address real quick, and then we'll come back to the discussion. Klein Knives says, this show needs an explosion or something. Maybe some Bond music and a car chase. I don't know. But have you considered lighting a man on fire live on air? Might be that X factor this needs, Travis. I'm not out to impress anybody, Klein Knives. I'm just out here to have fun and talk. And desktop. No, yeah, that'll get me arrested. No, not possible at all. We're here for you, Klein Knives. We're all the entertainment you possibly need. So, yeah, that's the fun thing about having an 8 a.m. Saturday time slot. It's a time that nobody wants, and so it's kind of an interesting crowd you deal with. So no, there will be nobody lit on fire. There will be no tannerite explosions. My dog's sleeping on the couch over there. You just get us. That's it. So if that's not good enough, then I don't know what to say.
It's coffee time.
Yep. Somebody did say that ammo is always going to be a fantastic gift just because of the cost. Nobody likes to spend $20 for a box of 9mm, especially if they don't reload. Now, New York Outcast says, I'm in love with my Contigo mug. It was worth $20. That's saying a lot coming from me. Yeah, Ozark Trail and Contigo both make really good, just big drinking stainless steel cups or mugs or tumblers, whatever you want to call them. They're fine. I've seen YouTube tests where they test them and do like the cold temperature testing on them, and they perform very, very similar. I mean, a big part about Yeti is their marketing, who they go after, where they put themselves in sporting goods stores. They're based out of Texas. They're Chinese made, but they're based out of Texas. And they kind of start you at that low price point. Like you can get a Yeti koozie to put around your beer cans or pop cans for like $15. And then everything goes up from there, 25 for the coffee mug and then 30 for the tumbler. And then you get into the coolers, which do perform. They do work, but yeah, you pay a pretty penny for them. So something Yeti is a good idea, or maybe a nice tumbler. I mean, for somebody like me who drinks a lot of coffee, I'm always looking for a travel mug or a coffee mug. Those make great things too. And we're not necessarily talking about the firearms end at this point, but we drive to the range. I drink coffee on the way to the range. Not a lot because I don't want to be shaking on the firing line. I've made that mistake before. But again, yeah, that's something to think about. Missing some comments here. What else we got going on here? I'm not seeing anything else right there right now. So there's a few other people joining in. Gun Loving Grandpa's out there also. Yeah. So we're just checking out. We're talking about the flashlights and so on. Tony York says that 44 Magnum is king. Thank you very much. He said anything 44 Magnum is good to have for the holidays. And yeah, that's cleanseoil.com. That's the company that I go through. So Sam of Anarchy has a question. He says, at Travis P11, is anyone a fan of the 300 Blackout and 458 SOCOM ARs, or are you personally Travis? I have a 300 Blackout AR pistol. I've shown it off on the channel quite a few times. done ammo tests with it, chronograph testing. It's been solid. It's a Bear Creek Arsenal rear charging upper with a PSA pistol lower, 10.5-inch. I've got a few accessories on it, a flashlight, a little thumb stop on the front of the handguard. I like 300 Blackout. I'm going to be honest with you, Sam. I'm going to be moving away from it. And the reason why is because of cost. I don't reload it. I could easily. I could, trim down my 5.56 cases to use a 300 Blackout. But at about $1 a round, I'm seeing 75, 80 cents a round. It's just not something I can really practice with or train with enough. It's a great round. It's awesome. It's awesome. You can do a lot with it. Subsonic, suppressed, amazing for home defense, right? But yeah, 300 Blackout's great, but if you just are going to invest in it, get ready for the higher cost ammo. One mag is $30. That stings, especially if you want to try to have some fun at the range. I personally just enjoy 7.62 by 39 a little bit better. You don't have as much flexibility with grain weight or variety of bullets, in my opinion, with 7.62 by 39 versus 300 Blackout, just my opinion. And you do get a more efficient powder burn, out of a shorter barrel with 300 Blackout versus 7.62 by 39. And the 458 SOCOM, I have no experience with it. We have discussed it on the channel. We've looked at the ballistics of it. We've done shows where we talked about it. We looked at what was out there for uppers and stuff. Nothing wrong with it. If you want it, shoot it, have fun with it. It's a wicked round. What do you guys think about 300 Blackout? Squib, you got some experience with 300 Blackout, don't you? Your son has one of them or something, or what was?
Yes.
Okay.
So along the lines of what I was talking about with the customizable ARs for everybody in the house, he specifically asked for 300 Blackout, and I really wasn't too interested in it. Now, Echo from Echo's reloading chamber told me, he goes, "You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it." And he was right. I put it together, and when we went to the range, everybody liked it to the point where my wife said, "When are you going to build me one of these?" So now I'm on the hook for another one. I've got the parts. I just haven't done anything with it. It's not going to be a Christmas present
this year.
This year, maybe another year. See, and that's just it. Just keep all this stuff in a box, right? Maybe you don't have everything, but you got almost everything. And then one year you're like, "Oh crap, what am I going to get?" Or it's that standby when you're busy and you forget that it's Valentine's Day, and then it's just something like that. But yeah, 300 Blackout. The thing about 300 Blackout is the cost of the ammo and the fact that it's with the shortage, it's been a little bit harder to find the ammo. I'm not saying it's not there. I've found it. I can reload it, so I don't. It's not an issue for me. But for stocking stuffers, I've had to go looking a little bit here, a little bit there. Suppressed, it's not bad. I've shot it suppressed before, and it's not. I've even got a video, so you can hear how loud it isn't, but it's not completely silent either. Suppressed, it does the job. I was shooting subsonic Sig Sauer, and just a short video to how loud it is. That's all. So if you want to go that route, 300 Blackout gives you that option, but you can load it supersonic or buy it supersonic. So it's versatile in that aspect. And then it uses the same mags, even though Magpool's got those 300 Blackout mags.
They are different. They are actually, it's not a marketing gimmick. They use a stouter spring. They have a different color follower, a different bottom, a different texture, so you don't mix them up with your 5.56 mags. I've actually got, speaking of the devil, I don't know, is that it? Yeah, here you go. So 5.56 mag, right? 300 Blackout mag. They've got a different panel right here. The bottoms are different colors. You got black for 300 Blackout, and then the followers, these are loaded, but they are different color followers. So when you grab the mag, you don't make that mistake. And I actually keep these out because my 300 Blackout AR pistol is a home defense weapon, and so is my 5.56 AR. So they're basically $1 more for the 300 Blackout mag, and they've got bigger cutouts on the rear for 300 Blackout, and also on the front to accommodate a different, more variety of grain sizes and bullet types than 5.56. So they are worth it. I've seen them taken apart before, and they're stouter springs to handle a heavier round, basically.
If you have somebody in your household with 300 Blackout, picking up one of those mags, they're under $20. So they'll be at your local or something like that, or you just throw them on an order with other stuff you're getting. Is a nice gift or stocking stuffer, because you can never have enough of those. And I can't remember where it was I bought it, but last year, one of the kids wanted furniture for Christmas. So I was ordering Magpul stuff from all over the place to get all the furniture he wanted. And they had some mags that were marked. They were aluminum mags that said 300 blackout on the side. They were American-made mags. There are some of these companies that make mags in different colors, right? Or that sort of thing. So if you wanted to get somebody, or for yourself, you wanted to get something that all my 300 blackout is, pick your favorite color, and some, there's a company out there making it, or they could actually be marked that way. There are companies that will also laser logos or whatever you want on a magazine. You'll find them at gun shows. You'll find them sometimes at Second Amendment rallies and stuff like that. And you can take your Magpul mags down there and say, put 300 on all of these or something like that.
Yep. They also do the little rubber bands that are printed 300 BLK or 5.56, the little yellow and red rubber bands. I've got a couple of those that actually, God, there's one right there. There's a 762 by 39. Not that I'm going to mix that up, but you could mix up 762 by 39 with 300 blackout if you're just not paying attention, grabbing a mag or whatnot. But so those little rubber bands are actually kind of nice to have too. So yeah, you really want to be careful to make sure you distinguish between the two rounds. You know what's funny, Squib? When you were here, we were looking for the 300 blackout mags. They have an end cap of 300 blackout ammo, and all the mags are right above them. We totally walked right by it.
Oh, really?
You were looking for some for your son? Yeah, they were over by the handgun ammo. On the end cap, they have about a 3 foot by 2 foot section of 300 blackout mags, and they had boxes of 300 blackout sitting below it. We walked right by it.
Really?
Because I thought they also used to keep them over in the PMag section, which, by the way, PMags make a fantastic gift for somebody if you've got 5, 10, 20, 30 round capacities. 10 round PMags and 5.56 are nice, especially if you know somebody who goes to the range or they do a lot of prone shooting and so on. It's really nice to have just a shorter mag for range use and so on. I've got a couple of those that work really well.
Yeah, when you mount them in a sled or
Let's see. M. Gabriel is saying, is 200 grain subsonic in a 16-inch barrel? What about it? So M. Gabriel says, at Squibload, what barrel length for 300 blackout? You get a full powder burn, I believe, typically on a 9.5-inch barrel. 300 blackout was designed, for CQB, essentially suppressed to give you a full powder burn with a shorter barrel length, so you don't have to run 16 inches. You can get a 16-inch barrel on 300 blackout. There's nothing wrong with that. You're going to get some good velocity. I did a video on 10.5 inches versus either 7.5 or 8.5-inch barrels on 300 blackout, subsonic and supersonic. Go check that video out over on my channel, because there was a pretty significant difference in velocity and energy when I calculated. I used a chronograph, and I think it was something like almost 86 or maybe almost I want to say 75 or 86 foot-pounds of difference between 8.5 and 10.5 with supersonic, and with subsonic it was a little bit less of a difference. But I was surprised. I was really surprised. And the velocity was a couple hundred feet per second also, just in 2 inches of barrel. But remember, that uses a pistol grade powder, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to get that faster burn time. So a little bit longer barrel just helps complete that burn of the powder. So, you can run 200 grain subsonic out of a 16-inch barrel. I think it's probably overkill. I would go 10.5-inch with a pistol lower if you live in a state that allows it. Well, that's just me. I don't know. Squib, what do you think about that? 300 blackout, especially? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of AR pistols at all. I don't like them. I don't care if somebody else owns them. I've shot yours, right?
It's fine. It's for close quarters, it has its purpose. It has its intents and stuff. They're cool. They're neat because they're little. You kind of have your little make-believe SBR when you have one, but I don't know. I mean,
they're not for everybody, but a lot of people push them and a lot of people want them. And if you shoot it and you like it, hey, dude, get it. I like AK pistols, honestly. I seriously, I shot a micro Draco and I said, wow. And I'm not an AK guy. You guys know that too. I'm not an AK guy. I'm not against AKs. I'm just not an AK guy. Right. So I like AK pistols. I don't like AR pistols, but I did consider that 300 for the wife doing an SBR. I really did. I'm not big on the braces. They're uncomfortable.
They're pricey. An SBR4 brace is almost as much as a tax stamp.
So
unless you go through wish.com and get a fake,
And the only reason I'm thinking SBR isn't about the whole powder burn, barrel length crap. 16-inch is fine. Drop it in, do it for most of what we do. It does just fine, right? Seriously, it's just for the weight. Honestly, my wife would like a light rifle. So to make it as light as possible, if I go SBR, that would make it light as possible. This has nothing to do with any science or suppressors or and once again, if that's what you do it, man, do it. Hey, but yeah, I don't worry about that stuff. A 16-inch barrel, it's legal everywhere except maybe California and New Jersey, and it does a job. It really does.
So here's what I'm going to say though. With 300 blackout, if you get a 10.5-inch barrel, I would rather, if I'm going to do 10.5 inching anything, it's going to be 300 blackout because you've got a better powder burn, you've got a more effective round, you've got less muzzle flash coming out of the end and less concussion coming out of the end versus a 7.62 by 39, 10.5 inch or 8.5 inch. So if I was going to get one for somebody and they wanted a more compact, frame, I would go 300 blackout all across the board. I just think it's a much more effective round for that person to use if they ever had to use it, because there's so much wasted powder for 7.62 by 39 and 5.56 when you go with a shorter barrel. I mean, they look cool. Again, you do whatever you want, but I'd rather have 300 blackout in a more compact frame if I'm going to do anything. And that's just, to me, I'm just thinking of lethality. You want something that's going to do the job, that's going to work if you need it to, especially if you do anything out past, well, you should be shooting past 100 yards. Hopefully you would have to with your SBR in a defense situation. But yeah, no, but I do agree. I mean, I think and especially if you're invested in the caliber, if you've got the ability to reload or you've got the stocks of ammo. I mean, 300 blackout is plentiful out here. It's just a lot of people don't buy it because it's about 90 cents a round. Online, I'm seeing it for about 75 cents a round if you want to order it. So that might be the way to go also. And the funny thing about 300 blackout is I've tested probably 6 or 7 different brands of it, and I have yet to have any issues with any of them. They all run great through my upper and lower, and they're not even, it's a PSA lower and a Bear Creek upper. Unfortunately, because of the ban on Russian ammo, Barnaul was at one point making 300 blackout, and it was going to be $10 a box for 20 rounds. And that was going to be an amazing deal. Steel case, just inexpensive for people to go take to the range and enjoy. And that stuff's now gone up to $15 or $20 a box. It totally defeated the purpose of Barnaul intentionally making 300 blackout. Tula ammo also makes 300 blackout ammo. I don't know what the price is on it. I only go brass because I keep my brass for my 300 blackout. But, yeah, that's something to think about too. Good suggestions over here. There's one coming from, who was this? Somebody had mentioned getting a decent tactical course for your friend or family member to take. If they've always talked about taking a class through somebody and you want to drop the change, and maybe it's a kid or a family member, get them that one-day course with their dream instructor. Let them go through and have fun with it. We've had discussions on training before, and I know for a lot of us that's just not our thing, and that's fine. But, for somebody who might be into it, or their dream would be to go take a course through whatever instructor. And I'm not going to mention any one person because there's so many good courses out there. Also, yeah, a training course, a carbine or handgun course. I took 2 defensive handgun courses, and they were fantastic. They did so much for my shooting, learning a proper grip, stance, shooting around different objects and obstructions. It was awesome. Or even get them a concealed carry course. If they've been doodaddling around it, they wanted to do it, but just maybe didn't have the money, or they just don't know. Get them the course and say, go take it, and then decide if you want to carry or not, So that's always going to be an option too. So you have that as an option for a nice holiday gift too. Gun Loving Grandpa says, I just picked up a BCA upper and 350 Legend for a new build. Yeah, funny thing about the 350 Legend is that you can get that at Walmart. And, Walmart got rid of their black rifle calibers because, they wanted to be PC. And here you can get 350 Legend. In fact, 350 Legend was the only thing on the shelves at all the Walmarts I went to, looking for ammo, and locally too, which is kind of funny. All right, speaking of local, he's fashionably late, but always in style. Defense Dad is with us. Defense Dad, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Oh, not much, man. Sorry, I don't know if I just slept through it or if I unconsciously
talk about it after class. It's fine. What you been up to, man? What's going on?
Well, I was gonna go shooting last night, but then I had to go take my daughter coat shopping because someone stole her coat at work.
Oh, I think it's coat
or at school.
What?
At school, I mean.
Oh my! Somebody stole your daughter's coat.
Yeah, $200 Columbia Omni Heat coat.
Did she have her name written inside of it at all, anywhere on a tag or anything, or?
Yeah, but you can.
No video camera footage or anything like that. Nothing to.
She left her locker unlocked for 5 minutes. Realized it, went back and locked it. And it was already gone.
Can't they check the video camera footage to see who went into her locker?
I don't know if they even
I
have
would
that.
demand that. I'm just saying, for $200, I'd be pretty ticked off if somebody stole my child's coat.
Yeah.
There's a special place for those people when they're gone from this planet. If they're going to steal another person's coat, they're middle school kids. They don't care. They have no sense of guilt or thought about repercussions. So that's understandable.
Yeah.
So hey, you got some makeup work to do here. What are some good gifts for gun people? And what have you bought for your kid, or what have you appreciated receiving? What works for you? Good firearms related gifts.
Well, and I don't know, you guys might have mentioned some of it already. Like a lot of us, if we're into guns, we're also into knives. I was struggling. My mom wanted to know what to give me for Christmas, and then I found a nice knife sharpening system, so I sent her the link for that.
Is this that belt one that you can buy at Shields? That one?
No, not that kind of. It's the one. It's got a rod. It clamps the knife in at the right angle. It's got a rod.
Lansky.
I'm trying to remember.
Lansky.
Just listen to Single Shot. With age comes wisdom, and he knows a lot. So listen to Single Shot. Yes.
That is a kit.
Is that
kit
belt?
system,
Is that belt
what you're looking for,
talking
Defense
about?
Head?
Yeah,
No.
it rides on a
No,
rod.
I've
It
got
rides on
that
a
one,
rod.
too.
It's got three different.
Stones in it. That's Lansky.
Yep.
And that is an excellent system. I'll tell you right now, because I use that thing all the time. Before the fire, I had a set of the 4 diamond stones. And boy,
This
you want
one's
to talk about
actually-
something, put an edge on.
This one's from Workshop Precision, is the one I found.
Yeah. I've had real good luck with Lansky.
Gotcha.
I've got one downstairs.
But other than that, it's kind of hard to buy gun guys some stuff unless you know what they like, because a lot of us are worse than women about purses.
We're going to turn down
gun stuff.
CLP or patches or gift cards to our favorite gun store. That kind of thing we're never going to say no to,
Yeah.
Or just something simple, I mean, I'd be happy just getting like a sling or something, or somebody bought me P-Mags. I'd be happy with P-Mags, especially if you know. Or, if you don't know, like I said, give them a gift card to the local mom and pop gun shop, then go pick something out. So,
yep.
Yeah, I've got a couple of the lights there too, but I've always been a fan of giving somebody some training. That was mentioned before. Absolutely. Yeah. And if they have them in your area, I haven't heard of any in this area for quite a while, but CCP concealed carry courses with the what am I thinking? The get-togethers for the folks that are interested in getting concealed carry permits. Let them know. It's a free thing, as a rule, and if they're interested in getting a CCP concealed carry permit, then definitely let them know so they can go participate in that.
One thing I like is it's an American-made company, so it should make Squibb happy. Those Ben Shot drink glasses that. Those are.
They've got a bullet going into the glass. Yeah, they melt the bullet going into the glass. Yeah.
Yeah, those. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of places have good leather goods. Like VersaCarry has some gift ideas. There's a lot of places you can go that are alternative.
Yeah, VersaCarry. I would just ordered from there just for some holiday gifts for family members myself. So yeah, VersaCarry's got a good deal. I think I got the Black Friday discount code also, and I think I got free shipping, didn't I? Because I spent $50.
Yeah, I ordered one of their
20% off. So yeah.
I have their EDC catch-all tray, and I got a lot of stuff from them. I just ordered one of the gun cleaning mats. I really wanted one of those.
Cool. Let's catch up on the chat here real quick and see what's going on. M. Gabriel says Tractor Supply has cheap weapon lights with the tape switch for $30. Yeah, Tractor Supply and Orscheln's have decent little sportsman's sections, hunting sections, lots of camo and lots of knives, lots of good brand name knives. And so yeah, you'd be surprised what little farm supply stores like that have, even more than you're going to find at your Walmart, especially like tactical lights and stuff like that. Walmart's had some tactical lights and some attachments and things like that for flashlights. Now, Sam of Anarchy says, what's the best barrel length for your home defense AR? And of course, it depends on the layout of a person's home.
Yeah.
If I had my way, if I was going to make my wishes come true, I would take my 10.5-inch 300 blackout AR and then get a suppressor for it. That would probably bump it up to about 16 inches total of barrel length. And that would be similar to what I'm used to shooting with, which is a 16-inch M4 So that's what I would do. And I would run subsonic ammunition through. Now, granted, in my opinion, the overall best way to defend your home is with a handgun. You got capacity, you got mobility, you got the ability to function with one arm if you have to grab a child. But if you don't have to worry about those things and you want the 3 points of contact, or you got to defend an acreage or something, for me, it would be 300 blackout with a suppressor. That's just me. I just think that's going to be the best. And you've got a lot of options for bullet types and different ammo and grain weights and stuff. Anybody can make anything work. I mean, I've seen, videos with Marines clearing buildings, CQB with 20-inch FN rifles, FN barrels. I mean, anything can be done if you make it work in your home. But just maneuverability, ability to move quickly. Now, I've got an 8.5-inch 7.62 by 39 AK pistol that I play around with for fun. It's more of a range toy than anything, but I've traveled with it before. It's relatively inexpensive. And I mean, you got 30 rounds of 7.62 by 39. It would be wicked if you use that in your home. It would definitely be pretty crazy. Not that you couldn't suppress an SBR AK or an AK pistol, right? I mean, but for me, I would probably say go 10.5-inch with a suppressor, or just 10.5-inch initially in 300 blackout, just because of the superior ballistics and performance you're going to get out of it. And I know like an AK round produces good velocity and energy too, but that's just kind of my preference. But you do you. What else is out there? What else do we have? Let's see. So we're talking about the stolen coat. Somebody was saying that Defense Dad, go get your daughter a coat from Dollar General. That'll fix anybody stealing it permanently.
We found a nice one at Shields for a good price, actually.
Yeah, you got to realize it gets damn cold here in Nebraska, and those coats are. I mean, the Columbia coats, in my opinion, they're a good coat. They last a long time. They're well made. They keep you warm. I've owned several.
Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you. Anything to go to Shields.
I didn't even go to the second floor, man. It wasn't even my night to have her. I asked if I could go take her shopping for a coat because it was supposed to snow last night, which it did.
Yeah.
So I picked her up, got her dinner at the cafe there. We found a coat, and then I took her over to her mom's.
You can go to JCPenney and get Columbia coats. You don't have to go to Shields. So it's not like we have to go to Shields for everything. But like I said, it's like our little toy box. It's like a bros playland when you go.
I mean, now I live 5 minutes from there.
You must go to Shields.
You even have that Ferris wheel. You got those delicious chocolate scotchies that you buy on the way out. Those little scotcheroos.
They have comfortable shoes there.
They do. They've got a good sock selection. They got everything. And then the best part is the people that work in those departments, they're enthusiasts in that area, so they give good advice. And I've seen them work with people in a few different departments, just listening to them talk to customers and stuff, and they do a great job. I mean, they let the customer make the decision in the end, but they're there to answer questions. And they're even promoting concealed carry courses in their store. They're paired up with some other concealed carry provider. They're family-owned business or Pro 2A. They got the Bill of Rights right up by the check stand to remind you about what you're doing as you make your purchase. They've got animatronic, George Washington and Abe Lincoln giving speeches. I mean, it's
Thomas
cool.
Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool. So here's
one of the things I like about that store is I've been in sales for 26 years, right? They train their people well. They help you well. They're not on commission. This little gal, I was looking at having to spend another $150 to $200 on a coat there, and she found one that was on clearance for $59. It was normally a $180 coat.
Yeah.
And it was one that fit my daughter the best, and like their customer service, I appreciate that being in the business I am. Their customer service is second to none, and they have a restaurant in there, so we got dinner.
It might just be a Nebraska thing, but what'd you guys get? Did you get the lumberjack sandwich or whatever they call it? That thing's freaking awesome.
No, I had actually already eaten because I didn't know for sure I was going to have her, but she got
there and stuff too. Yeah,
they have a gourmet grilled cheese and fries, so she got that.
And the best part is they're in Lincoln and they don't enforce their mask mandate. I probably shouldn't say that publicly, but if you walk around, you see it. They're not going to ask you to put a face covering on when you're in there, and I appreciate that ability for an adult to make a choice.
All right, that's it. So, I'll be there in 14 hours. I gotta go.
I've never seen the mask. Their employees wear face coverings. They've never asked anybody to put one on. Never. And they're dog friendly. You can take your dog there too if you want. They don't.
Oh yeah, there was probably 4 or 5 dogs in there last night.
You can walk your dog. I mean, I don't take Charlie in there because he. One time I took him into a farm supply store. He walked up to a hay bale and he peed on it because he's like, "Oh, what's this, a bush?" And he just let one go. And I was like, "God dang it!" So I had to, I cleaned it up and stuff. I felt bad about it. So I don't take it.
You buy it, Travis.
He's weird about going into public places. I think he thinks we're going to the vet. When I take him up to any kind of mechanical door, he just like freezes. And I basically have to carry him inside and I have to drag him. So I don't take him into places. He's a little warrior outside, man. He'll roll in the snow and run around. And you've seen him, Squib. He's fearless, man. But you take him up to the doors of like anything. And he's like, I ain't going in there, bro. I literally have to carry them in.
It is a great place to find gift ideas, though.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. They've got everything there. And I mean, they're you're going to pay MSRP on stuff, but they do have good clearance sections, and they've got a good selection of just freaking everything. You just walk around and you can find a lot of good stuff. So, and their Shields credit card does have good points too. So anyway, I feel like we're doing a Shields commercial.
I know.
Go there to get holiday stuff. If you need some ideas, go talk to their employees, and they'll help you out. I mean, they got everything from pet stuff to clothes to whatever, everything.
There is one bad thing about Shields.
What's that?
They're not in Michigan, but maybe. Hey, by the time I move, they'll be here.
Yeah. They probably opened one or two down in the Dallas. I went to the store down in the Dallas area, and it was the same experience. It was awesome. I went to the one last summer out at Firewheel Mall. I think is what it's called or something. It's in I can't remember the name of the city, but it's right. It's a suburb of Dallas. But
ours even sells furniture.
Yeah, they have like a wifey section. So if you've got a significant other and you want them to shut up, just go send them off into the middle part of the downstairs, and they'll be looking at candles and furniture and art and decorations and lamps and stuff. So
no, they got couches and chairs and everything, man.
What they need to do is they need to have chairs where they've got the big screen when they show the Husker games. They need to have an area down there where you can bring a bag chair and sit there and watch the game. You probably could, and I doubt they would even say anything to you if you did.
My daughter was getting something for me for Christmas, so I just went and plopped in a recliner there, and then she went and paid for it and came back and told me she was done. I was like, okay, cool.
They need to have some screens on. They need to have some screens on showing some Travis P11 videos with like some couches and like a couple, some bowls of pretzels and stuff like that. So
yep.
If they would put more places like that in stores, men would just shut up and let their wives and girlfriends spend whatever they want.
Why do you think
section? Yeah.
Why do you think malls have those comfy couches out in the middle? It's for the husbands.
It's all dudes wearing New Balance with dad bods sitting there the whole time. That's it. Drinking their coffees or eating their pretzels. So yeah.
Keens are better, and you can get Keens as a gift for a guy too, though. Better than New Balance.
Yes. This is true. Keens are definitely the way to go. And you can get those at Shields too. So
that's
we
right.
Start talking we need to get some sponsorship going on. We give them way too much free publicity, I think. So, AWAG Jet, a couple minutes.
I wish they had one over.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
I wish they had one over here in Maine.
Oh yeah, like I said, they're more of a kind of a Midwestern. I think they're maybe based out of Minnesota or Wisconsin or something, and they pretty much go down the center part of the U.S. The United States of Tornado Alley is where they're located primarily, which is good because that's the only part of the country we really need. I mean, you guys can get off those coasts and come live here with us. You'd be much happier. So, gun-toting pacifist says they need to put an ammo section in department stores. They need to put more guns back in department stores. That's what they need to do. So, yeah. Definitely. So, that's okay. Gunmetal Guy USA says the Colony in Texas. It's called the Colony. That's either the suburb or the area where it's located in Texas. Says it's a few minutes from me. So Gunmetal Guy USA, when I'm in Dallas this summer or at some point this spring, I will give you a holler and we'll hook up and get a cup of coffee and kick back and chill. So, yep. Awesome. So anything else you guys can think of? Any other ideas at all? I do have classic firearms on standby. I went to their holiday deal section and I did filter it by lowest price first. And they've got like some 1-point slings on sale for $5. They've got magazines. If they got a Glock 19 or Glock 17, they got mags for those for like $6.99. So we did look at that before when you looked at the Black Friday deals. We started on the low end of the Black Friday specials and worked our way down. And there were some really good deals to be had there. There were some excellent deals. No other ideas? Okay. So I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up. We've been going for almost an hour and a half right now, and I think we're going to go ahead and call it. So again, hopefully we just put some ideas in your head. You got 2 weeks. Reminder, we'll meet next week, I believe regular time, unless I have a work obligation. Otherwise, we will do an episode on Christmas morning from 8 to 9 as long as my family will let me, because if I got to be making breakfast, I might have to do that. But we'll see. We'll see. If I post an episode, it's going to happen on Christmas Day. If it doesn't, I'm going to take the day off and just have a good time with the family. But I look forward to meeting with everybody every week and having these chats and discussions. Maybe we'll just do a little free-for-all Christmas chat to check in with everybody and see how they're doing. Real quick, X-Adam1 says, is 45 long Colt a common round in stores? I normally never look, but I'm eyeballing a revolver chambered in that caliber. Is it more expensive than 45 ACP? Yes and yes. No, wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. I have trouble finding 45 long Colt. When I would go to Cabela's and go shopping for ammo, I'd be lucky if they had 2, maybe 3 different varieties of 45 Colt in stock. And it was $37, $40 a box for 50 rounds. So it is about double the price of 45 ACP. You can reload it. If you reload, it'd be something to think about. It's really not that hard to do. But 45 Colt, I don't know. Defense said, have they had 45 Colt in stock at Shields at all, of all the different calibers they get in?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I don't have that caliber.
Maybe one facing of it, and that's it. And it's going to be probably like Federal. So I mean, right now I would probably pass on 45 Colt. I would go 44 mag or 45 ACP, depending on what you're buying. If you're going to go lever gun, I would just go, 44 mag 357 or 30. Those have been the calibers I see more plentiful around here. So, and it is expensive. It's about $40 a box for 50 rounds. It might even be more now. So yes, it's not Tony. I know, Tony, you've corrected me before. You scolded me. It's not 45 long Colt. It's 45 Colt. But when they call it LC, I'm trying to just let people know that don't know. So yeah.
No, with 45 long Colt, if you already have a lever action rifle chambered in it, then getting a matching sidearm is a good idea. But if you get a 454 Casull, you can shoot it in it. If you get a 450 or 460 Smith & Wesson, you can shoot it in that. So it does have some versatility, but it does seem to be rare. If you're trying to do cowboy loads, you're going to pay a premium for that if you don't load them yourself. And when it is available, it is more expensive than 45 AARP. So I would say that if you're into reloading, it's a good cartridge to have. But otherwise, though, yeah, I kind of if you're cheap like New York Outcast, I'd stay away from the long Colt.
Tony does say that 45 Colt is fairly common in areas that have SAS shooting, single action shooting, right? The enthusiast shooting sect. So if you live in an area that features that a lot or has that prominently, you're probably going to find it at more local gun stores. You might find a few more boxes of it in local stores, especially if there's a demand for it. X Adam 1 says that 45 Colt's just as hard to find as 4570 right now. He goes, but it's pricey. Most people leave it alone. He goes, oh, okay. So X Adam 1 says, I haven't had a problem finding 4570. So it seems like some of us can find these calibers and others can't. I haven't really looked for 4570, so I can't say. I know once in a while Defense Dad and I get lucky and we'll find some 3030, or it kind of shows up for a little while and then it disappears. That's a very popular hunting round in Nebraska, so it is hard to find for the November firearm season. So if you're trying to get it in the fall, I've got plenty of it. I've got probably 300, 400 rounds of it, and I don't even shoot it. I just have it for my Henry lever gun, and But yeah, Defense Dad, when's the last time you've seen 30-30? A couple months?
It's been a while. I mean, I've probably got somewhere, I don't know, 500-600 rounds of it. Which is, since I don't hunt, that'd probably piss a lot of guys off, but I have it.
We used to buy it at Walmart when they get it for like $14 a box for core locked, which is okay. And like I said, it's the Ford Taurus of ammo. It works. It's not pretty, but it works sometimes. It'll work. Yeah. But it's not the most accurate round. There's a little bit of variance in the testing I've done on it. Tony York says there's a fair supply of 4570 with the ballistic tip bullets. If I got into 4570 or 45 Colt, I would just get into reloading it. And I don't know if the primer situation has gotten better or not, but I would probably just reload those 2 rounds just because of what they cost brand new. Again, reloading supplies, if you got a family member and you know what they reload, get them some brass, or maybe buy them a box of bullets, or if you look and see what their powder is, buy them a jug of powder, just little things like that they appreciate. It depends on how personal you want to get with these items. So I would never turn those things down. Squib, I didn't turn those things down when you hooked me up with the supplies I needed to load 9mm. So in fact, it started a habit that I can't get away from now. So thank you, Squib.
Yep, that's how it starts.
It's bad. I can now look
at a couple free
chart
samples, and the next thing you know, you're coming down to the corner every day buying.
Pretty much. It's once you get into reloading, especially once you do that, you press out the first 50. And Single Shot actually walked me through the process so I wouldn't blow myself up. So Single Shot, thank you for the mentorship session we had where you took me through how to reload 9mm and set the presses up. Once the presses are set, it's all downhill from there. So we're uphill.
It was my honor, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys already covered it, but I'm sitting here staring at my desk. Good gift ideas. You could never have enough ammo boxes.
Oh, yeah. Are you talking like just generic, like 30 cal boxes, 50 cal boxes, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I got 3 of them just sitting here on my desk, and actually I keep my electronics in it, my wires and headphones and wires and stuff.
Yeah, for me as a reloader, I get those little reloading boxes also to put my completed rounds in. I don't reuse old ammo boxes. I use because I write my grain weight and all that stuff in every single batch that I make up, my powder charge and my settings and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Those are always
now,
handy
Tony,
to have.
oh, yeah. Tony York says, listen, guys, the time to buy this stuff is like 2017, 2018, not after the economy gets Biden. So, yeah, with inflation out there, if there's something you want, just get it, because prices on things are really starting to go up across the board. The one that really got me, I got a little ceramic Christmas tree for my mom for Christmas. And I was shopping for C batteries. Holy crap. Dollar Trees and Dollar Generals are all sold out. I can't find any C's or D's in this area. Go to Target or go to Walmart. $11 or $12 for 6. So, man, Amazon does sell like 5 or 6 for $4. So just stuff, prices are going up. So if there's something you want, just get it, man. God, Gun Library Garrett, you just scared me there. He says yes. I finally woke up in time. I thought you said like, yes, I'm woke in time. I'm like, no, don't be woke.
No.
Gun Library Garrett, you scared me there, buddy. Anyway, okay, I think we'll go ahead and call it. I'm going to be picking up a new handgun here in the next couple weeks. I'll be watching for that. I will, just telling you now so you're not triggered, I will be doing my Olight video. It'll post on Monday evening. But do understand that I do a good test on the light itself, and then I always mention the prices and the deal at the end of the video. I don't sit there and, because they'll have good prices and they'll have some bonuses you can get, some fun stuff that goes along with it. So that's just something, that's just part of the deal, me doing the video. But do understand, I do give you a good review of the light. I don't get a lot of views on those Olight videos, and I have fun making them. And in the end, it's always kind of rewarding, especially if you pass the light off to somebody that's going to use it. Okay, Tony Oak says, what kind of handgun? Tony, I don't know. I really don't know yet. I'm going to wait and see what's available in a few weeks and go from there. I would like to just get another Walther PDP, because I have one and I shoot it well, and I've got a bunch of mags for it now and holsters. I'm invested in it. It would be nice just to have a second one with a 5-inch barrel. They're smooth shooters. I actually like it better than my old G17 Gen 4. It fits my hand better. And it does shoot more accurately than my G17 did, just in terms of tightness of group. So, not knocking on the G17 Gen 4. If I was only going to have one handgun, that would be it. But the Walther PDP is awesome. Tony says, wuss. Hey, I didn't say I wouldn't get a 44 mag. I wanted a GP 100 for a while, maybe get a 357.
No, guys, the list of guns he's mentioned he wants to get, he really doesn't know yet.
No, I have no clue. It could be anything from a revolver to, I'm not going to probably get enough. I talked about maybe going 10 millimeter, maybe getting like a Rock Island Ultra Tac or whatever. One of the 16 rounds or 15 round 10 millimeters. Yeah. So I don't know. I got a call coming in from Maryland. I should just take it and see what happens. We should put it on speakerphone.
It could be Olight.
Olight, call me up. How dare you mention us before you show your video? It's like, no, guys, every commercial you have on YouTube right now is you. So, yeah. Tony says something interesting, like, say, ending in Magnum. I should just get a Deagle in 44 mag or 357 mag. That was so much fun to shoot.
Yeah, that's what I definitely want, a 44 Desert Eagle. Yeah.
You might say, well, why? Well, because you can have 10 or 12 rounds of 44 mag on standby. They're just fun. They're just fun guns to shoot. They look cool. They're kind of fun. I did a cleaning video on one. I was fascinated by the gas system on it, how it runs. I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could find one used. You don't see a lot of used Desert Eagles out there, because spending $1,200 or $1,300 on a gun, that's something I never do. And I can never spend that much money on it. $1,800. I never spend that much money on a gun. $1,800 on a Deagle. I thought Deagles were $1,000. They're more than $1,000.
The ones I was looking at last year at Car Arms were $1,800 right there at the manufacturer's store.
I think they're $1,200 or $1,300 locally. Our Shields has 3 or 4 of them in the case, and so it depends on the finish. It depends on the finish and the options, because you can go, bargain based on black nitride finish all the way up to 24 karat gold, magic, whatever. Yeah.
What sucks is having a new gun for 4 days and not being able to get to the range with it yet.
That is terrible. That's like, it's like having a new girlfriend and you can't take her out on a date. Like you have to just sit there and stare at her. You can't go anywhere or do anything. That's just terrible, Defense Dad.
I know.
You gonna go out? You can't. You got to work today, so you can't get out before it gets dark, can you?
I work till 7.
I might be running out there tomorrow morning. I got to run a few rounds down the pipe once I mount the Olight to make sure it can handle the recoil. So.
You could try to integrate work and dating. Oh, that's being a gigolo. Never mind.
Don't date people you work with. Just trust me. Learn from my teenage mistakes. Don't date the people you work with. So,
no.
M. Gabriel says, isn't the Deagle unreliable? So, M. Gabriel, they give you the one that I tested. In the manual, they give you a list of recommended ammo for the best reliability possible.
Yeah.
And I think I had one or two like misfeeds on 50 or 75 rounds using 3 or 4 different mags. So it depends. And the gun was totally clean when I took it out. So I think if you follow their recommended ammo specifications, you should not have any problems. But Tony said he's going to buy himself an auto mag for Christmas. So Tony's wife, if you're listening, you're going to see a charge for $4,500 on the American Express Black Card.
There you go. There you go. Man up and just put it on the credit card and don't worry about it. And it'll be like, I got to add my.
I don't ever do stuff like that. I would never do something like that at all. Why would a person want to put a gun on a credit card if they want it really bad, right? And I'm laughing about it. Don't worry, it's almost paid off. It's fine. I did get a gift card for buying this, by the way, for the points. So it was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah, see, what you do is you buy your guns and ammo on the credit card, you build up the points, and then at the end of the year, you buy more guns and ammo with the points.
That's what I'm about to do today, actually, with the $50 gift card I got for my points off of buying this. So, yeah. What do we have here? Oh, X Adam 1's just joking with gun-toting pacifists out there. So, all right. Tony York says, I do not have a credit card. Well, get one. How do you – I guess you can function with a debit card, so I can't criticize the man. So, all right. I think we're going to go ahead and go – Pink Panther says, I remember buying a 50 AE Deagle back in 1992 for $1,100. Man, but that's probably like adjusted for inflation.
Yeah, but
that's
in
probably
1992, $1,100 was a lot more money than,
Yes, exactly. Especially now, if you look at it, you could probably find one used for $1,000. You could probably find one in the store somewhere. But I don't know what the warranties are on those things or what it would take to get a repair if you needed it. I mean, they're fairly user serviceable. They're not that hard to take apart and clean. They're a lot of fun. They get filthy, by the way, because of the gas system. It's like an AR-15, but yeah. All right, so I guess we're going to go ahead and call it. So hopefully we gave you some great gift ideas. I know we had a little bird walk in there, but it's always fun to check in with the crew and see what's going on with everybody. So let's go ahead and let everybody give us their final plugs, and we will go from there. Oh, and I got to mention, I totally forgot real quick. We are giving away a Mantis Laser Academy training kit, I think tomorrow. Artisan Tony and I, either he's going to go live or I'm going to go live. We're going to be doing the drawing for that. So if you want to be entered for the drawing, all you got to do is go over to Artisan Tony's channel and watch his video. And then he's going to direct you back to my video, watch my review of the Mantis Laser Academy training kit, do what he tells you to do, which is just the comment he wants you to post. And after that, you're going to be entered. I'm not kidding you, I've got 600 views on the video, and I've got like 6 people that have commented on the video. So if you want a brand new $150 Mantis Laser Academy training kit, just go over there and leave a comment on my video. I'd like you to watch the video to see what my take is on it. That'd be great. If you don't, that's fine. I don't really care. But do leave a comment over there, and you'll be entered in the drawing. And if you win, you're going to get a brand new system. So that's something to definitely check out. I have a lot of fun with it. It's great. It's also kind of influencing my next gun purchase because I'd like to go double action so I can practice with that system instead of having to charge it every single time that I shoot it.
I'll sell you my G3C.
What's that?
I'll sell you my G3C.
That you had your and you wouldn't. You said, no, I'm just going to hold on to it for a while. And I was offering you good money on the table. Now you want to sell it to me. Now I want a Toro anyway. If I do anything, it would probably be a G3 Toro. So
he just wanted to tease you.
And then there's that whole issue with Knife Strike, who wouldn't sell me the SIG that he said he was going to sell me. Knife Strike, we'll talk about this later. We might have to settle up.
See, now that's different. You wanted to buy a gun of mine when I wasn't ready to sell it. He had no intention of selling it.
He said he asked me he goes, do you want to buy it? And I said, yeah. And I mean, I was like, bro, let's talk price. And then he wouldn't reply back with the price. And I couldn't figure out why. I'm like, bro, what's your price? And he wouldn't reply back with it. On the internal chat on Hit or Miss on Tuesday night, I'm calling him out. He would not reply back. He's like, I'm just going to hold on to it because they've gone up in price now. And I'm like, man, if you don't understand a person with money in hand that wants to buy something from you and you said you'd sell it, I don't know what to tell you. I can't work with people like that. So I love Knife Strike. Right? He's like a little brother to me. He's a great guy, has fantastic beards, but I don't know what to say. So, oh God. All right. I think that's it. I'm awake now, by the way. So people want us to go a little bit longer. We're pretty much we've kind of run the gamut of gift ideas. X Adam 1 says the Cimarron Texas Ranger revolver for $688 is online, or P365 XL with red dot for $636 at LGS, both new. X Adam 1, I've got a P365 right here that I'm staring at, and I've been tempted just to buy an XL frame and a couple mags for it. I might go that route because that trigger pack will go out. It's compatible with the XL frame. So anyway, that's something I might do too. But that's still a good deal. That's still a good deal. Anywho, all right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and call it at that. So, Defense Dad, give us your outro. Give us your final plugs. Anything you want to say before we go?
Oh, no, just thanks for having me. Everybody have happy holidays if I don't talk to you before then, and shoot safe.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Last thing real quick, we did have a poll going. Some of the best firearms related holiday gifts could include ammo was the winner at 52%. Guns was the second place at 35%. Cleaning supplies and hunting apparel were 8% and 5% respectively. So it looks like ammo is going to be the big thing that people are going to be buying for the holidays for friends and family and or guns. Cool. All right, Defense Dad, appreciate having you here. All right, single shot. Anything you would say before we go?
Well, everybody take care. Be safe, whatever you do. I'm going to try to get another video or two out where I'm home today and tomorrow.
Okay.
So I'll be watching the channel for that.
Cool.
But, the biggest thing, I guess, is everybody enjoy your holidays and try to spend as much time with your folks as you can.
Mm-hmm.
We don't live forever, and we had a lot of losses so far in the groups there. I was on the Georgia chat there last night and found out about a few more, which was quite disheartening, but it happens.
Mm-hmm.
So the family that shoots together stays together, and they pray together, they stay together.
Absolutely,
So,
man. Everybody needs to stay healthy and happy and take care of yourselves. And you know, if anything's going on in your life, man, talk to your friends, talk to your family. Just there's always somebody out there that wants to listen. So you need to take care of yourself first. Your health comes before anything else. Just keep that in mind. All the gun stuff, none of that stuff matters. If you're not well, you need to get yourself well. Okay.
That's right.
I was gonna say that right now. So very important.
Take care. Right. God bless America.
Let me help you finish that. America moves by truck.
Yes, sir.
There we go. All right. Squibload, anything you would say before we go?
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and put this out in the chat. It's a link to an electronic gift card. If you don't want to get in the long lines at the post office to mail packages, somebody's further away, you're not sure what to get them. It's a last minute gift. It's like, crap, I don't have time to get this to them. You can send electronic gift cards. Here's the one for Grip 6. If you're, thinking, I don't even know what to get them. I don't know what their belt size is or their sock size is or what color they'd want or something, then put it on them and that sort of thing. Because there's always that last minute. I'm sure other companies have got electronic gift cards as well. It might seem a little bit impersonal, but there's always going to be that last minute thing or you got your Secret Santa at work or something like that. Another thing too is that I'm about to cash in some credit card points to buy some gunsmithing tools. So all those firearm purchases earlier in the year paying off at the end of the year.
Yep. I know I got my $50 gift card for Shields. I'm going to go pick up a couple boxes of ammo and a mag for the test we're going to do of the flashlight that we're going to show off when I mount it on the AR. So that's going to offset the cost of something that's not going to make me any revenue anyway. So yeah, it's kind of nice to have that flexibility, isn't it? Heck yeah. Awesome. And again, the Grip 6 thing is cool because, a lot of guys consider like, oh, I'd like to try the wall, but I don't want to spend the money, or I'd like to try the belt and I don't want to spend the money. Right.
And you don't even have to give them the full dollar amount. They're like, man, I ain't paying that much for it, but I'd pay this much. And your gift card is the difference.
$25.
I've had that happen where people give me electronic gift cards or physical gift cards to something that, once again, I wouldn't spend that sort of money. Now it's a little bit cheaper. All right, I'll spend it. If I don't like it, hey, I'm not out that much money. And if I do like it, then whatever. So it's out there. I thought I'd put that out there just as a last minute thing. It's not just them. It's there. Like I said, look around. There could be other electronic gift cards, and there's long lines at the post office right now.
No, absolutely. Yeah. And it's nice that you can just deliver it to them. You just have to have their email address and they can get it and they're good to go. So a couple last minute suggestions here before we go. Gun Library Garrett says firing pins for classic handguns is a good gift. M. Gabriel says, get them ammo and a caliber they don't have a gun in. I've done that before. I bought a caliber of ammo and then didn't have a rifle for it. I ended up buying a rifle for it. I got a box of 40 and a box of 10 millimeter just sitting there, just waiting to be fed into something. So that might have to be the way to go. Defense Dad said that he'll take anything from H&K that always works for him. So anything HK works. And then Squib posted that link, so do check it out for Grip 6. All right, so let's give a shout out to all the people joining us on the YouTube side, and then we will go. We got a little Squiblo, Defense Dad, M. Gabriel, Gun Library, Garrett, Gunmetal Guy, USA, Pink Panther 69, X Adam 1 in the house, Gun Tony Pacifist. Tony works out there too. Who else is watching us here? Big chat going on today. Yesterday's Pomades watching. Sam of Anarchy 92. Tacos and French Fries is out there also. We also had New York Outcast chiming in. Make sure you guys check out those rnldisplays.com AR-15 displays. They are absolutely fantastic. The more refined way to display your AR-15. And I think that's pretty much about it. So if I miss anybody, I do apologize. It's already cutting off the chat from the beginning. So that's all the people I can see. Yeah.
You mentioned X Adam 1. He's got some Mossberg 590 videos I think I'm going to check out.
Ooh,
yeah.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
Head on over to X Adam 1's YouTube channel and see what he has to offer. Go over there and like and subscribe. Mash that bell so you don't miss any notifications. And then also thanks to AWAG 1000 who was with us. Was anybody else with us that left? I think that was pretty much it, wasn't it? Just AWAG? Pretty much. Yeah. Okay. So we will try to meet back here again 8 a.m. Central Time next Saturday. Don't know about the topic. Plan on a Christmas Day episode from 8 to 9, just a little 1 hour chat that we will be doing. I will be at an undisclosed location. But in the meantime, I want you guys to have fun. I want you to be safe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care. Have a great weekend. Stay warm, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, Alicia.
Bye, Alicia.
Hey, Alicia.